And how did you just trigger that then?
By talking to...
By talking to Chandra.
Ah.
Chandra.
Okay, that I didn't know.
Anyway, I'll stand next to this door here. You guys
I honestly
go
doubt that
I'll,
you have to
I'll
go back because you have to zone back to the other place. So no, I don't think it's gonna work.
Backtracking is a critical part of RPGs. You notice.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is pointless, but you know, for Eternus, you know, curiosity.
And then we can say, "Told you so."
I was gonna say peace of mind. But
I mean, you do
works
specifically say in the dialogue that after you rescue her, you will get back to it.
Can't do anything.
Which I think means that okay.
Click on the door.
Yep,
it automatically. All right.
It's weird that they. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me. But it's like, oh, we'll rescue her and come back to it, and then you don't.
No, backtracking in a dungeon is usually not the most thing that happens.
If we tell her that we're ready to go or whatever, right? It's not like we actually teleport back to the bar or anything. We actually walk back to the bar, but it's done for us, you know? So obviously we will pass him along the way, you know, just off screen as it were.
Yeah, I don't know. I never trust games to actually do what they're supposed to do and what is logical.
Well, that's why we went back there for your peace of mind. Why do I hear fighting? There's nothing left alive down here.
I don't know.
Huh.
Can we go now?
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Now that Gollum is going to stand there in the sunken flagon. Or something.
How are we even going to move that thing? 'Cause it doesn't move by itself.
Everyone carries a piece.
Jesus. Including you?
Maybe I could carry it, actually.
I don't think so. The thing is huge.
Hey, welcome back! Glad to see you've all returned, and in one piece, no less.
I have an extra piece inside.
Yeah.
TK, we don't need to know about that.
We were violated a little bit.
I'd go with 3 because it sounded less creepy.
Well,
yes and no,
3.
Actually.
Let's go for
3 can actually sound extra creepy.
Alright.
I don't know why you're asking again. Surely you've heard this before. You were just a babe when West Harbor was attacked near the end of the war with the King of Shadows. You suffered that wound from a stray arrow or debris.
I think I heard somebody ding.
Yep, indeed.
2.
Nice. Alright.
Inside the wound on your chest. That means you've been carrying around the shard almost your entire life. We had no idea.
Ah, notice the stumble in his words. Your uncle has been keeping secrets, I think.
Silence, Bishop. I don't know if I'm the best one to be telling you
What the hell
this,
is he carrying?
but if you've got one of those shards in you, I think you've earned the right to hear everything.
I think it's a paddle. Maybe that has something to do about what happened when we were younger.
Oh god.
You're right. So I suggest you start talking now.
Yeah. Or 3.
Alrighty.
Just keep it short, dude, because we know you like to talk.
Yes, just say 3. Say 3.
Alright, I'll go with 3
All right
too.
then. When the King of Shadows attacked West Harbor long ago, that's when it must have happened. So you were the only survivor.
Happening? Oh.
We found your mother cradling you. The shard must have passed through her body and lodged in your chest. Dagon must have felt it was too much to tell you.
You should have told me this long ago.
Yeah.
Kinda. Well, actually, I'm kinda curious if he's hiding anything
3,
else
yeah.
from us.
I
Yeah.
don't think
Look,
so.
I wanted to tell you, but
Why the long faces, you two? Somebody die? If so, sounds like a cause for celebration to me. Grobnar, you worthless half-man, strike up a tune before I strike you.
Of course,
is
Bishop. It so happens I have just the tune.
Jesus.
By the way, I've decided it would be in both
Hey,
our
you're talking to
interests if I
Alira's
stay on
future
with you.
husband.
Yeah, you know,
A man of your skill is most welcome. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes.
no.
I don't feel that either.
No.
Yeah.
Jump off a cliff and die. Go fall on your sword. Get an arrow to the knee. You know.
Sadly for you, that's not optional.
What option do you want to turn?
None. I want 4. Get out of my face.
So does that mean we go with 1 by default?
Yep.
I guess. I don't know.
Uh,
I'd go with 3. Like, why the fuck would you want to? You seem to hate us.
1.
I am curious.
It is a
Let's
big game,
ask him.
We
so-
did promise
Yeah.
him treasures.
That's a good. There is a good point here. He really didn't want to. Oh yeah, we did promise some treasures, didn't we?
Here, you get a friggin' knife. There you go.
He wanted 10 knives. Remember?
I can get him 10 knives.
Yeah.
I'll even
Think
throw them
something
to
already,
him.
guys. Jeez.
Any options? to
I'd
turn
go
in?
with 3. 'cause-
All right.
What?
Let's ask him.
Does a man need a reason? Come now. Duncan's kind request was enough to start this, I think. Why not finish it?
We don't need any more of your help.
No, there's no need, Bishop. I'm sorry for before. But you've done more than...
Oh, come now, Duncan. I still owe you. And what better way to make it up to you than watching your kin here? After all, a debt is a debt, all the way until the end. Isn't that right?
I hate to ask, but what happens now? I can't go back to my farm, ashes and all.
Still need to get into Jar's Haven.
Well,
She's not going to travel with us.
she's
so-
asking about what's gonna happen to her, pretty much. So 3? Like, hey, maybe you could just hear?
Actually, I believe that she will travel with us if we ask.
Well, yeah, maybe, yeah. She's like a paladin or something, I vaguely remember.
I think she's just a fighter, but
well, whatever.
still, not a bad one.
I'm impartial here. So, Alira?
Whatever. Just choose.
Great, there's one person who can make a decision.
Travel with us? Her?
Oh my
have to
god,
agree with
Nisha, you're
Mishka.
being a bit annoying.
She's been
here.
through enough. Do you think that's wise?
I'd say 4. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Fine,
makes sense
but
too.
she's not getting my share of the treasure.
If that is your decision, so be it. But it is her decision as well, since it endangers her.
I really appreciate
Scaly
the
is doing a
sudden
weird
interest
thing.
from the both of you, but I can take care of myself. Besides, whenever I'm alone, that's when the problems seem to crop up.
If she's going to be with us, she'll need to do some catching up. We can't just keep on rescuing her all the time.
Rescuing me? I can rescue myself. Sometimes, when there's not too many lizard men or Githyanki.
Also, what happened to Kelgar's armor? He had cool armor before.
I tried the armor that the Githyanki woman was wearing, and it improved his AC by another 2
Oh,
points.
alright.
So
I'd say go
One.
with 1.
Well, I know enough to use a sword, and I can handle myself in a fight. I mean, I'm no spellcaster, but if you need an extra blade... I admit, you've rescued me twice now, and if you're going to help teach me to survive these attacks, I accept. But there's some things you're going to have to accept too. I don't like being left behind, because whenever you're out of my sight, suddenly all this trouble starts happening, and I'm really tired of it. So, look. I won't try to get in your way or anything, but I don't want us to part ways again. I've lost too much already. You're not leaving me behind, all right?
Yeah.
Alright.
1.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1
Then
or
that's
2.
all I ask.
A free companion that will not leave your side.
So the
So just
farm
an extra
girl's going to
person,
join
nice.
our band. Good.
Yeah.
We need someone to make up for the paladin, or at least to catch arrows if Grobnar's already dead. For now, I say we crack some of those kegs and drown the flagon in wine.
Huzzah! Okay.
Now a song, Gobnar, or whatever your name is.
I think this is
You got it
actually
right.
a good time to leave it here, this set.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I don't see a problem with
I
that.
been
think
2
we've all
hours.
been aiming at that point, so...
Yeah. Well, unless we go into another cutscene right now.
Yeah.
Which is quite possible, and it's gonna happen. I can just tell.
Yep.
After all the cutscenes end, then we can leave it.
Agreed. Whenever it decides to load.
2!
Concluded the
Ah,
act
nice.
or chapter. Or
Nice.
I think it's act.
Yeah.
The king. Or something. Oh, him, her.
Lord Nasher, forgive us. She said it could not wait.
It is a matter of some urgency, and there is little time. My lord, I come to you with...
You will bow to Lord Nasher.
Of course. I meant no disrespect, my lord.
What brings you here, Torio? If there is some new dispute with Luskan, speak with the Trade Guild first, then...
Oh no, my lord. This matter concerns Neverwinter. There is a murderer loose in your city.
Murderer? And whom has this murderer killed?
An entire village lies dead, my lord.
Naval, have our scouts reported anything about...
The village was slaughtered, and now the murderer hides here within your walls. You must initiate a search at once.
Only one of us wears a crown. Yet you dare to give me orders within my halls? I will do nothing until I confirm this village's destruction. Then, if I see fit, I will act. Do not test me on this.
Whatever pleases you, my lord. But I would act quickly, lest the murderer slip through your fingers. If that were to happen, I have no doubt there would be serious repercussions. I do not need to remind you of the extradition treaty.
I think I know.
By every god and his mother, what a fool I was to ever sign anything bearing Luskan's seal.
I can have Torio detained, Lord Nasher.
No, she would not be so bold if there were not something to her claims. Dispatch scouts, Naval, and order the watch to search the city. I think it would be in our interest to find the killer before Luskan does.
If I may, my lord, I have someone well suited to aid in our search. An agent of ours, Sand. I think that he can help us find our true murderer, no matter how deep Luskan tries to hide him.
Sand? I recall that one. I thought he was our eyes, but not by choice.
In this matter, my lord, we may trust him implicitly. He takes a certain pleasure in bringing Luskan truths to light.
Very well. See to it, Naval, and make haste.
That's gonna be the village the boy was in, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
And we are going to supposedly have done it.
Well, the strange
Yeah.
thing is that
Kid said
Torio
it.
basically just...
The kid said someone will burn this city down, and it will be you or someone who looks like you.
Well, yeah, but I mean, what Torio just said to Lord Nasher is basically... An entire village has been slaughtered, we don't know what they look like, but search the city anyway. It's like, what?
They're thinking it's us though.
Well, yeah,
There
that's
you
what they're going
are.
for, but...
Hello?
How
How
what's
can
this
I be
about?
of assistance?
Well, yeah. What's this about? That sounds right.
I am here because Luskan has accused you of murder. An entire village, no less.
Surprise.
Have you heard of Ember?
No, of course not. Never been there.
We have. Should I travel through it? Be honest.
Yeah, I traveled through it. I did murder a lot of people, things, but not humans.
Yeah, unless there was some sort of illusion magic
I've
at
scraped
work.
things from my boot that I respect more than Luskan. But unless we find some means of clearing you of these charges, we will have to surrender you to them. We've signed a treaty with Luskan. They have the right to dispense low justice for any crimes committed on their soil. But I'm not turning over a loyal member of the Watch to some Luskan dog on this day or any other.
Then maybe you'd like to
Yeah.
suggest an alternative.
Well, we have to disprove it, or, you know, prove our innocence, I'd say, more than that.
I'll go with one if that's what Eterna's thinking.
Yeah, 1 or 3.
Your guilt is preordained in a Luskan court. If you were a lord, knight, or even a squire, however, then matters would be different. You would be subject to high justice, and your trial would take place here in Neverwinter before Lord Nasher.